The study of temperature is important. Science uses Celsius or Kelvin, depending on what gambit of science we're in, and Europe uses Celsius for their temperatures. So it's important that we understand the variations of these formulas and how to convert them to have an idea of what the rest of the world uses for temperature measurement and if it's hot or cold. So this formula that we're going to do first is converting to Celsius. And to convert to Celsius means that we have a Fahrenheit given. So it says here we want to convert the Fahrenheit temperature to the equivalent temperature on a Celsius scale, where appropriate round to the nearest tenth of a degree. So here we go. So if we're looking for Celsius and we have 99 degrees, which is very familiar to Texans, and we want to measure it in Celsius, and should we go to European countries, and well, we would know how hot it was intended to be. We have 5/9 of the Fahrenheit temperature minus the 32 with parentheses. So we're going to put the 5/9 of the 99 minus the 32. And we're going to do all of that in our calculator. So here we go. Let me clear everything. So I'm going to enter the 5 divided by 9, open parenthesis, 99 minus the 32, close parenthesis, and enter. So we're going to have the 37, 37,222, and we want one decimal place. So we have a temperature degree of 37.2, little circle above the number in Celsius. This is what is equivalent to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's very hot. Okay, we have another one to do, and this one is 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we want Celsius. So our Celsius formula is the 5/9 parenthesis, the Fahrenheit minus the 32 parenthesis. And the reason it's minus 32 is because 32 degrees is considered freezing. So that's what we use. I think I skipped some, didn't I? I sure did. I will go back and do those in just a minute. Celsius equals the 5/9, and I put the 33 minus the 32. All right, then we're going to do our calculator. And we're going to have the 5 divided by the 9, open parenthesis, 33 minus the 32, which gives us a 1. So we're talking about, in Celsius, we're talking about 0.555 and forever. All right, so we want one decimal place, a tenth. So we are talking about 0.6, sorry, can't round, can I? 0.6 degrees Celsius is the same as 33 degrees. Very cold, right? So I skipped this part right here, and I'm sorry. We're talking Fahrenheit given the Celsius to figure out if it is cold or hot in the degrees, and it's all a formula. Notice that we add 32 here because for us 32 is freezing in in our country. So we have 6 degrees Celsius. We understand that to find the Fahrenheit temperature, we have the 9/5 Celsius plus 32. The ratio is flipped from the Celsius one, which was 5/9. So our Fahrenheit is going to be 9/5 times 6 plus the 32. And we're doing it all by calculator. So here we go. 9 divided by 5 times 6 plus the 32. And we get 42.8 degrees. So we can say that 42 and 8/10 degrees Fahrenheit is the same as 6 degrees Celsius. Again, it's not freezing, but it is kind of cool. And our last one here is 45 degrees Celsius. So we're going to use our Fahrenheit because that's what we want, is 9/5 Celsius plus the 32. So here we have 9/5 times the 45 degrees Celsius plus the 32. We're going to use our calculator. And we have the 9 divided by the 5 times the 45 plus the 32. And we enter, and it is very, very hot. So our Fahrenheit degrees is 113 degrees. And what that means is that 45 degrees Celsius is the same as 113 degrees Fahrenheit in Texas. All right, so that brings us into this chart, and I found this on the internet and I liked it. Kelvin is used in conditions where we need to know absolute zero. 0 kelvins is absolute zero. And notice that Fahrenheit is a negative 459 and 6700ths, which 0 is better to work with in that science capacity. Because even Celsius, which is an easier mark, is still negative 273 and 1500ths. So then we have water freezes or freezing. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees in Celsius, and 273 and 1500ths in Kelvin. 100 is boiling in Celsius, which is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Kelvin, it's 373 and 1500ths Kelvin. So these give you an idea of why it's important to know or label correctly what the temperature is so that you have an idea as to relativity to the environment you're in. Okay, we finished chapter 9. And we'll begin our geometry section, which is chapter 10. Thank you so much. Make sure you keep notes so that you can do the homework easily, and that gives you a confidence level of success. Thank you.